It's November. Bucks are going to be cruising. Cold, crisp, frosty mornings. Are you ready for it? Here's one way to ensure that your water holes are going to stay as attractive as possible. Just try to be more connected with your environment. Try to be more connected with your food. Guys and gals, Thomas here, the Untamed Ambition. I'm back here checking the camera over this water hole. It's basically my backyard. And I was thinking about this little water hole hack that I've been using for a few years now to keep my water holes open. And by that I mean not froze over when everything else starts to freeze up. I was reminded of this the other day. My uncle was actually down hunting our farm, and it was a cold, crisp morning, and he made the observation that all of the puddles and everything else was frozen over, but the water hole was not. And I kind of forgot that I did this, so I'm going to share that with you. And here's the secret. Pretty straightforward. Salt. This is deer mineral. This is actually a trophy rock product. I believe it's the 365 or something. Basically, it's the crumbs from the trophy rock. But this is natural mined sea salt. It's about 96% salt and some other trace minerals. So salt, right? We're all aware that salt lowers the freezing point of water. We're all familiar with de-icing our driveway, de-icing the roads, de-icing sidewalks by using salt. What it does is it lowers the freezing point. It makes it so that the water molecules cannot bind together when they try to form their rigid structure, ice. It's a concept referred to as freezing point depression. Now, we're not adding so much salt to this that it's going to become a salty brine and not freeze at all. We just want to add a little bit of salt to it to drop the freezing point just enough so that this stays open when everything else is frozen. The reality is your water holes are going to be the most attractive in the early stages of winter, late fall, when they're freezing up. And that's because deer get most of their water content from the vegetation that they consume. But as fall progresses, all the native vegetation dries down and desiccates. It loses its moisture content as it goes dormant. Then those deer are really going to seek out more water to help them digest and process the browse in their diet. So we don't want to add so much salt that it becomes a brine. We want to think electrolyte drink. This is about a 50-gallon pond, and I usually put about this much in. It's probably a little bit over a cup. I've got bigger ponds, the 90-gallon earth ponds, I'll do about twice as much as this, and then so on and so forth. There's no exact science or math on my part. I just add a little bit in there. Not so much I think it's going to be salty, but enough that it's making a noticeable difference. I do it when I'm out checking cameras. I do it when I go to the tree stand. I just put a little bit of this trophy rock or this sea salt in a bag, pocket or pack, and dump it in. Use this tip. It's going to buy you some more time. It's going to make your water holes even more attractive because that limited resource is going to become more limited. It's going to be that much more attractive. It's going to hold those does in the areas you want them. It's going to hold the bucks in the areas that you want them. It's going to help choke down that movement. It's going to make November that much more exciting for you. If you like this, if you got something out of it, please share, please subscribe. Hunt smart, hunt safe. Remember, wind is king.